Do you remember when getting out of bed was effortless? When your legs didn't wobble, your knees didn't ache, and a simple walk didn't feel like a workout? If that's changed, you're not alone. But what if I told you, this isn't just aging? What if your body is silently begging for something it's no longer getting? You see, as we grow older, our legs don't just lose strength because of time, they weaken because of deficiencies. Deficiencies in key vitamins and minerals your body once absorbed easily. And without them, your muscles cramp, your joints stiffen, and your balance fades. This video isn't about medication, and it's not about magic. It's about 7 nutrients that could make the difference between walking confidently or barely walking at all. So sit back, stay with me, and by the end of this video, you might just discover the missing piece to staying strong, mobile, and independent. Don't forget to subscribe. We're just getting started. 1. Potassium, the silent muscle stabilizer. You're sleeping peacefully until suddenly your calf locks up in excruciating pain. You jolt awake, clutching your leg, trying to stretch, rub, or breathe through it. It's not just one of those things. That cramp could be your body waving a red flag. You might be low on potassium. Potassium is often overshadowed by flashier nutrients like calcium or iron. But when it comes to leg strength, balance, and preventing falls, potassium is a silent hero. It keeps your muscles relaxed, your nerves firing correctly, and your movements coordinated. Without it, your muscles start behaving unpredictably, leading to cramps, tremors, stiffness, and even shaky legs when standing. If you've ever felt like your legs just aren't listening to you anymore, potassium might be part of the reason. As we age, our bodies naturally lose muscle mass and circulation weakens. But what makes it worse? A diet low in potassium. And for seniors, this can mean more than just discomfort. It means higher risk of falls, fractures, and a decline in daily independence. Potassium also plays a crucial role in maintaining bone density. It helps neutralize acids in the body that can break down bones over time. That means strong bones and strong muscles, working together to keep you upright and active. So how can you tell if you're not getting enough? Frequent muscle cramps, especially at night legs, that shake or tremble after short walks. Stiffness when trying to get up from a chair. Feeling like your feet are dragging or heavy. If this sounds familiar, it's time to look at your plate. While bananas are famous for potassium, they're not the best source. In fact, roasted potatoes with the skin offer more. So do sweet potatoes, avocados, white beans, spinach, oranges, yogurt, lentils. Try including at least 2 to 3 potassium-rich foods in your daily meals. And if food alone isn't enough, especially for those with restrictive diets, supplements may help, but only under medical guidance. The recommended intake: 3,400 milligrams per day for men, 2,600 milligrams per day for women. But here's the warning. If you have kidney disease or take certain blood pressure medications, potassium supplements can be risky. Always check with your doctor before supplementing. Potassium isn't just a mineral, it's your muscle memory, your stability, your safety. Without it, even the strongest legs can betray you. Think of it this way. If your muscles are the engine, potassium is the oil. No matter how strong the parts are, without smooth flow, everything grinds to a halt. Coming up next, vitamin B12, the nerve protector your legs are begging for. Stay tuned, and don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to walk stronger, live longer. 2. Vitamin B12, the nerve protector. Your legs are begging for you. Might think that weak legs come from weak muscles. But what if your muscles are actually fine, and the real issue is the wiring behind them? That's exactly where vitamin B12 steps in. Vitamin B12 isn't just another supplement on the shelf. For seniors, it's a lifeline for leg strength, nerve function, and balance. Without enough B12, your legs may not just feel tired, they might start to feel numb, tingly, or completely unresponsive. And what's worse, most people don't even know they're deficient until they start falling. Let's break it down. Your muscles rely on electrical signals from your brain to contract, move, and stabilize. Vitamin B12 helps maintain the myelin sheath, the protective coating around your nerves, that allows those signals to travel smoothly and quickly. Without enough B12, those signals get delayed, misdirected, or don't arrive at all. The result? Legs that feel heavy, pins and needles sensations, poor coordination, wobbliness when walking, trouble getting up from a chair, frequent stumbles or unexplained falls. If you or someone you love has ever felt like their legs just aren't listening, B12 could be the missing link. And here's the part most people don't realize. As we age, our ability to absorb B12 drops sharply. The stomach needs a substance called intrinsic factor to pull B12 from food. But after 60, natural production of stomach acid and intrinsic factor decreases, making it harder to absorb B12, even from a healthy diet. Conditions like acid reflux, gastritis, or long-term use of antacids make the problem even worse. And if you're on a plant-based diet, you may not be getting much B12 at all. That's why B12 deficiency is incredibly common in older adults and often misdiagnosed as just aging. In truth, chronic B12 deficiency can lead to irreversible nerve damage, not just weakness, but full-on neuropathy, coordination loss, and even cognitive decline. But here's the hope. With the right intake, this is completely preventable, and in many cases, reversible. Research shows that seniors who restore B12 levels experience dramatic improvements in muscle control, reflexes, gait, the way you walk, overall stamina and energy. So where can you get it? Vitamin B12 is found only in animal products, such as eggs, dairy fish, especially salmon, tuna, sardines, lean meats, shellfish, clams, and liver are especially rich. For vegetarians, vegans, or anyone with absorption issues, supplements are often essential. The good news? B12 supplements are extremely safe. Your body excretes any excess through urine. Many seniors benefit from high-dose oral supplements, sublingual, under the tongue, B12 tablets, or even monthly B12 injections for more severe cases. Doctors often recommend checking B12 levels through a simple blood test, especially if you're experiencing leg weakness, numbness, or balance issues. Quick tip: if walking feels harder than it used to, if your legs feel like they zone out, or if you've noticed your gait becoming unsteady, ask your doctor about B12. Because here's the truth: your legs don't just need strength, they need connection. Without healthy nerves, even the strongest muscles can't function. Vitamin B12 is the nutrient that keeps your body talking to your legs. Ignore it, and mobility slowly fades. Restore it, and you just might feel 10 years younger with every step. 3. Vitamin D, the sunshine vitamin that holds you up. Let me ask you something. Have simple tasks like standing up, walking across the room, or climbing stairs started to feel harder than they used to? You may chalk it up to aging, but there's a hidden factor many seniors overlook, and it could be weakening your legs from the inside out. That factor is vitamin D. Often called the sunshine vitamin, vitamin D does much more than help absorb calcium. For seniors, it's a powerhouse nutrient that directly affects muscle strength, balance, and bone stability, the three pillars of leg health. Without enough of it, you may feel weaker, less coordinated, and more prone to injury, even if you're staying active. Here's why that matters. As we age, our skin becomes less efficient at converting sunlight into vitamin D. Combine that with spending more time indoors using sunscreen or living in less sunny areas, and most seniors are chronically deficient in this essential vitamin. And when that happens, your muscles pay the price. Research has shown a clear link between low vitamin D levels and muscle weakness, especially in the legs. In fact, one study published in the Journal of Clinical Endocrinology and Metabolism found that older adults with adequate vitamin D levels had better muscle mass, balance, and coordination, dramatically reducing their risk of falls. On the other hand, a deficiency can lead to slow or difficult movements, legs that feel unstable or wobbly, difficulty rising from chairs or beds, trouble climbing stairs or maintaining posture, chronic leg pain and stiffness, increased risk of fractures, especially in hips and femur. And it's not just your muscles that suffer. Vitamin D is essential for bone density because it helps your body absorb calcium and mineralize bone tissue. Without it, even the calcium you consume won't get fully used, leaving your bones weaker, more brittle, and easier to break. This is why seniors with vitamin D deficiency are at a much higher risk of osteoporosis, fractures, and even hospitalization after simple falls. So what can you do? Start with the basics. Just 15 to 30 minutes of morning sunlight on your arms and legs a few times a week can make a big difference. But sunlight alone often isn't enough, especially for older adults. That's why vitamin D-rich foods are critical. These include fatty fish like salmon, mackerel, and sardines egg yolks, fortified dairy and plant-based milks, mushrooms, especially UV-exposed varieties. Still struggling to meet your needs? You're not alone. Doctors often recommend supplements, especially in colder seasons, or for those who are housebound. Most seniors benefit from 800 to 1,000 IU per day, though higher doses might be prescribed if a blood test shows significant deficiency. And remember, vitamin D doesn't work alone. It works with calcium and magnesium to strengthen bones, activate fast-twitch muscle fibers, and reduce inflammation in your joints. That means better reflexes, fewer missteps, and legs that respond when you need them most. Here's the bottom line. If your legs feel slow, stiff, or unsteady, and you're avoiding the sun, you may be missing the most important nutrient for mobility. Vitamin D is more than just a vitamin, it's your foundation. And without a strong foundation, even the strongest structure can collapse. 4. Calcium, the forgotten foundation of freedom. Let me take you back for a moment. Do you remember what it felt like to walk freely, without hesitation? To step out of bed in the morning, plant your feet, and just go, not worrying if your knees could hold you up, not fearing a fall every time you stood without support, just you and your legs doing what they were built to do. For many seniors, that memory feels distant, and yet the loss of that freedom often starts with something so simple, so overlooked: a lack of calcium. We've all heard calcium is important for strong bones, but what most people don't realize is that calcium is also vital for your muscles, especially the ones in your legs. It controls muscle contraction, enabling you to stand up, take a step, and keep your balance. Without enough calcium, muscles become weak, shaky, and more prone to cramping or even giving out unexpectedly. And the risk goes deeper than just weakness. In older adults, low calcium intake slowly wears down bone density, making bones more porous, fragile, and easy to break. A simple trip or misstep can turn into a hip fracture. And for many seniors, that's the beginning of immobility, dependence, or even life-threatening complications. Here's the heartbreaking part. Most seniors are not getting enough calcium, even though they think they are. Why? Because the body's ability to absorb calcium declines with age, especially without enough vitamin D. Add to that dietary restrictions, lactose intolerance, poor appetite, or digestive issues, and suddenly bones are starving for what they need to stay strong. So how do you know if your body is quietly running on empty? You may notice persistent leg cramps, weak grip or difficulty pushing off the floor, trouble standing for long periods, slow recovery from minor injuries, a sense of shrinking or poor posture, back or leg pain that doesn't seem to go away. If you've ever felt like your legs are slowing you down, calcium might be the missing link. The solution isn't just gulping down milk. There are many sources of calcium, both dairy and non-dairy. Try yogurt, cheese, milk, tofu sardines with bones, leafy greens like kale and bok choy, almonds, fortified plant-based milks, broccoli, and sesame seeds. The recommended intake for older adults is around 1,000 to 1,200 milligrams per day. But remember, calcium works best with vitamin D and magnesium. Without them, your body can't properly absorb or use it. Some seniors may need supplements, especially if dietary intake is limited. But be cautious. Too much calcium, particularly from supplements, can lead to kidney stones or arterial issues. It's about balance, not overload. Here's what's real. Your bones are more than structure. They are your support system, your strength. They carry you to your grandchild's soccer game, to the garden you love, to the front porch for morning sunlight. And when they break down, so does your freedom. So don't wait until a fall reminds you what you've lost. Nourish your legs, fortify your frame, because staying upright means staying independent. 5. Vitamin K2, the missing nutrient, silently weakening your bones and hardening your arteries. After 60, you exercise. You eat healthy. Maybe you even take calcium and vitamin D supplements. But what if I told you all of that could still be silently destroying your body? There's a powerful yet deeply overlooked nutrient that could mean the difference between a healthy, mobile life or one filled with fractures, nerve damage, and heart disease. That nutrient is vitamin K2. Most seniors have never heard of it, and even worse, many doctors don't mention it. But if you're over 60, missing out on K2 may already be affecting your body in ways you don't even notice. Yet, what is vitamin K2? Vitamin K2 is not the same as vitamin K1, which is found in leafy greens like spinach and kale. K1 helps your blood clot. K2 has a completely different job, guiding calcium to where it belongs in the body. When you consume calcium from food or supplements, your body assumes it will be used to build bones. But without enough K2, that calcium can end up in your arteries, kidneys, and soft tissues, where it causes calcification, a dangerous hardening that blocks blood flow and increases the risk of heart attacks, strokes, and kidney damage. And the worst part? This process happens slowly, silently, and without obvious symptoms, until one day something serious happens. Why seniors desperately need K2. As you age, your risk of bone fractures increases, your arteries stiffen, blood pressure may rise, calcium supplements are often prescribed, but without K2, you could actually be making things worse. Here's how K2 protects you. Prevents arterial calcification. Studies show K2 helps prevent calcium from being deposited into artery walls, keeping them flexible and healthy. Improves bone strength and density. K2 activates a protein called osteocalcin, which binds calcium into the bone matrix, strengthening your skeleton. Reduces risk of fractures. Seniors with higher K2 levels show significantly lower hip and vertebral fracture rates. Supports nerve and muscle function. K2 reduces oxidative stress and inflammation, which are linked to nerve pain and mobility decline. Works synergistically with vitamin D. While D increases calcium absorption, K2 ensures it's properly used and directed. Early signs of vitamin K2 deficiency. The body doesn't scream when it's low on K2, but it whispers in subtle ways. Chronic joint stiffness or reduced flexibility, tingling or numbness in extremities, early nerve impairment. Unexplained fatigue or feeling heavy, slow wound healing, high blood pressure without clear cause. Family history of heart disease, osteoporosis, or stroke. Left unaddressed, deficiency leads to progressive vascular calcification, bone loss, and even cognitive decline due to reduced blood flow to the brain. Where do you get K2? Unlike K1, which is easy to find, K2 is rare in the modern Western diet. Some of the richest sources include natto, a fermented soybean dish from Japan, the highest K2 source pasture-raised egg yolks, not conventional eggs, aged cheeses like Gouda and Edam chicken liver, grass-fed butter-fermented foods, though amounts vary. Even with a good diet, most seniors still fall short, especially those taking calcium or vitamin D supplements. That's why many experts recommend supplementing with MK7, a long-acting form of vitamin K2 that stays in the bloodstream longer and is easier to absorb. It helps reduce arterial stiffness, support healthy bones, and improve circulation, all crucial as we age. Vitamin B6, the nerve-protecting, mood-stabilizing vitamin. Most seniors are missing. You might be feeling more tired lately. Maybe your hands or feet occasionally tingle or feel numb. Your moods shift easily, and your memory isn't what it used to be. You chalk it up to aging. But what if these are actually warning signs of a hidden deficiency? A slow, silent decline that starts inside your nervous system. If you're over 60, there's a high chance your body's running low on a critical nutrient, vitamin B6. This underrated vitamin plays a powerful role in how you think, move, and feel every single day. And without it, your nerves suffer, your immune system weakens, and your brain chemistry falls out of balance, leading to symptoms most people mistake for just getting older. Vitamin B6 Vitamin B6, also known as pyridoxine, is a water-soluble vitamin that's essential for over 100 enzymatic reactions in your body. It's responsible for maintaining healthy nerves, balancing mood-regulating neurotransmitters like serotonin and dopamine, and converting food into energy. But here's the problem. As we age, our ability to absorb B6 from food decreases, especially if you're taking medications like diuretics, blood pressure meds, or diabetes drugs. And unlike fat-soluble vitamins, B6 isn't stored for long, so deficiency develops quickly and quietly. Signs you may be low on vitamin B6. B6 deficiency doesn't announce itself with one big symptom. It whispers through your body in subtle, confusing ways. Tingling or numbness in hands, feet, or legs, irritability, mood swings or mild depression, chronic fatigue that doesn't improve with rest confusion or memory problems, cracks at the corners of your mouth, weakened immune response, difficulty concentrating or staying mentally sharp. Over time, the damage deepens. B6 is essential for protecting the myelin sheath, the protective layer around your nerves. Without it, nerves misfire, muscles weaken, and balance begins to deteriorate. Benefits of vitamin B6 for seniors. Once you restore B6 levels, the results can be transformational. Research shows that adequate B6 helps protect nerves from age-related damage, boost mood and reduce symptoms of anxiety or mild depression, support cognitive health and delay cognitive decline, improve immunity, helping you fight off infections, reduce inflammation and lower homocysteine, a marker linked to heart disease, support red blood cell production, reducing fatigue and weakness. It also plays a role in hormone regulation, which is especially important during postmenopausal years. Best food sources of B6. Vitamin B6 is found in both animal and plant-based foods, but seniors may still not get enough due to poor absorption. Top sources include turkey and chicken breast, salmon and tuna bananas, potatoes and sweet potatoes, spinach and fortified cereals, avocados, sunflower seeds. Still, even a good diet may not be enough for seniors with poor gut absorption or those on long-term medication. In these cases, a low-dose B6 supplement, under medical guidance, can help restore healthy levels and prevent nerve damage. 7. Magnesium, the calm mineral that your muscles, heart, and brain are begging for. If you're over 60 and dealing with nighttime leg cramps, irregular heartbeat, muscle stiffness, or chronic fatigue, there's a very good chance your body is trying to send you a warning, and that warning might be about one single missing mineral: magnesium. Most people think of magnesium as just another supplement, but for seniors, it's a foundational nutrient that supports the very systems keeping you upright, calm, and functioning. And shockingly, it's estimated that over 70% of older adults are deficient, and they don't even know it. What magnesium does in the body, and why you can't afford to miss it: magnesium is involved in over 300 biochemical reactions in your body. It's the mineral behind your ability to move, breathe, think, and rest. It helps regulate your heartbeat, keeps your nerves firing properly, and allows your muscles to contract and relax. But here's the catch. As you age, your ability to absorb magnesium declines and your need for it increases, especially if you take common medications like diuretics, antacids, blood pressure pills, or insulin. That means even if you're eating well, your body might be running on empty. Signs of magnesium deficiency in seniors. Magnesium deficiency doesn't always show up in lab work, and symptoms can sneak up over time. If you're experiencing any of the following, low magnesium could be the reason: leg cramps or muscle spasms, especially at night, tingling or numbness in hands or feet, fatigue that doesn't go away, even with rest, irregular heartbeat or skip beats, high blood pressure that doesn't respond to meds, anxiety, restlessness, or irritability, insomnia or trouble staying asleep, constipation or slow digestion. These are more than just annoyances. They're signs that your body is struggling to maintain balance without enough magnesium. How magnesium supports seniors. Specifically, magnesium plays a key role in protecting neuromuscular function, meaning it helps keep your nerves and muscles working together. For seniors, this can mean stronger muscles and fewer painful spasms, Better balance and reduced fall risk, improved heart rhythm stability, especially in people with arrhythmias, lower stress levels and calmer mood. It regulates GABA, your calming brain chemical. Improved bone density when combined with calcium and vitamin D, better blood sugar control, reducing the risk of type 2 diabetes. Best natural sources of magnesium. While supplements can help, it's ideal to get as much magnesium as possible from whole foods. Here are some magnesium-rich options seniors should consider. Leafy greens like spinach and Swiss chard, pumpkin seeds and sunflower seeds, avocados, black beans, kidney beans, dark chocolate in moderation, nuts like almonds and cashews, whole grains, particularly oats and quinoa, fatty fish like salmon and mackerel. Even with a healthy diet, seniors may still come up short, especially if they're on medications that flush magnesium out of the body. In these cases, a gentle magnesium supplement like magnesium glycinate or citrate may help restore levels without digestive upset. If you're over 60, your body's already changing, quietly, slowly, and sometimes dangerously. But now you know the truth. The right nutrients can protect your heart, sharpen your memory, restore your energy, and keep you independent longer. Don't let silent deficiencies rob you of your strength, your balance, or your future. It's time to act. Start small. Pick one of these essential vitamins or minerals, vitamin K2, B6, or magnesium, and make it part of your daily routine. Your bones, your nerves, and your brain are counting on you. Tell us in the comments, which of these are you already taking, and which one surprised you the most? Hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. Every week we bring you research-backed tips for stronger, smarter, healthier aging, because it's never too late to take control of your health. Your best years aren't behind you, they're still ahead. Let's protect them together.